We begin with breaking news this morning. The shooter who killed 18 people and injured 13 others in Maine has been found dead.
This brings an end to an exhaustive manhunt that paralyzed much of the state. KTLA's Erin Myers joins us live in the news center where she's tracking the latest developments. Erin.
Good morning to you both. The man wanted in those two mass shootings that took place in Lewiston, Maine Wednesday night has been found dead, apparently from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to authorities. He was found last night in Lisbon Falls, Maine.
Like many people, I'm breathing a sigh of relief tonight, knowing that Robert Card is no longer a threat to anyone. I know there are some people, and many people, who share that sentiment, but I also know that his death may not bring solace to many.
The two-day search had the state on edge, with residents told to stay in their homes, but it came to an end last night. Robert Card, the Army reservist and firearms instructor, was found dead in Lisbon Falls near the Androscoggin River, which is about 9 miles from where the second shooting took place on Wednesday evening. According to the Associated Press, his body was found at a recycling center from which he had possibly been fired from. Now, the search was extensive and involved several law enforcement agencies, search warrants at multiple homes, divers, and sonar equipment in the rivers. Once his body was found, families of the victims and the shooter were contacted.
You know who else we called was the family of the suspect. And they lost a loved one in this scenario. And there were many of that family that was very cooperative with us.
Card killed 18 people at two different locations on Wednesday night, a bowling alley and a restaurant. Officials identified the victims yesterday, who range from 14 to 76 years old. 13 men, 2 women, and a 14-year-old boy who had been bowling with his dad. The Maine Educational Center for the Deaf said the shootings killed at least 4 members of their community as well. 13 others were also injured. Survivors of that night speaking out, including a mother and daughter who got separated once shots rang out.
And we hear another shot, and that's when I see somebody get hit and fall. She reacted very quickly and ran.
There was 3 gunshots that I heard before I ran out of the building. I saw a person get shot and fall off their stool.
The AP reports Card was training with the Army Reserve's 3rd Battalion, 304th Infantry Regiment when commanders became concerned about him. According to the AP, he underwent a mental health evaluation after he began acting erratically during training. He was committed to a mental health facility for 2 weeks after hearing voices and threats to shoot up a military base. Authorities say they found a suicide note at a home associated with the gunman on Thursday, which was addressed to his son. President Biden released a statement after the shooter was found. He thanked the governor for her leadership and said that his administration will provide everything that is needed to support the people of Maine. We are expecting to hear from authorities in Maine in just about an hour, and we will bring that to you when it happens. Reporting live here in the News Center, I'm Erin Myers. I'll send it back to you both in the studio.